In today's exploration of human attraction dynamics, I embark on an insightful journey to reveal how subtle strategies and deep self-awareness combine to generate a compelling magnetic presence. The narrative unfolds as an intricate analysis of modern dating paradigms, where scientific inquiry meets practical wisdom. At the heart of this discussion is the intricate interplay between personal evolution and the external expressions of confidence and charm. My aim is to offer an advanced, expert-level insight that goes beyond conventional advice, emphasizing that genuine attraction is both an art and a science. By delving into psychological patterns and behavioral nuances, I present a roadmap that is grounded in quantitative analysis and qualitative experiences alike. Contemporary research into interpersonal dynamics has identified that a majority of successful interpersonal pursuits are not merely the product of chance. This approach recognizes that in the modern dating landscape, the true game changer is not simply overt pursuit, but the subtle art of encouraging reciprocal interest through intelligent, calculated self-presentation. I critically examine how the interplay between body language, eye contact, and micro-expressions contributes to the formation of genuine attraction. Through an analytical lens, I illustrate that seemingly minor actions can trigger significant shifts in perceived interest, revealing the quantifiable nature of nonverbal communication. Throughout this narrative, I unravel layers of information that are supported by empirical data, practical examples, and an extensive review of behavioral science literature. The discussion is designed to equip viewers who are well-versed in the subtleties of modern attraction techniques with technical insights that include neural correlates of attraction, the role of hormone-driven feedback loops, and statistical models predicting relationship success. Whether it is through improved nonverbal communication, methodical self-enhancement, or the precise calibration of social signals, the journey begins with honest self-reflection and a commitment to personal excellence. This narrative promises not only to educate, but also to empower through a deep and technical exploration of how one can naturally create a scenario where she is compelled to engage and pursue. Every facet of the analysis is presented with both relaxed clarity and scientific precision, ensuring that the listener is well equipped to integrate these insights into their personal growth journey. In the upcoming segments, I promise to delve even deeper into these concepts, equipping you with the knowledge required to navigate the complexities of attraction with precision and insight. Prepare to completely transform your understanding of connection. Modern attraction is an amalgamation of psychological intricacies and evolutionary principles. In this segment, I delve into the cognitive and behavioral dynamics that underpin the art of pursuit. Research in neuroscience and social psychology has shown that attraction is not solely a spontaneous emotion, but a complex, adaptive response. Fundamental to this process are the activation of specific neural circuits and hormone-driven feedback mechanisms that influence decision-making and emotional response. Historically, courtship rituals were governed by clearly defined social scripts, often determined by cultural norms and expectations. However, rapid advancements in technology and data analysis have redefined these interactions, necessitating a deeper understanding of both explicit signals and subtle nonverbal cues. I critically examine how the interplay between body language, eye contact, and micro-expressions contributes to the formation of genuine attraction. Through an analytical lens, I illustrate that seemingly minor actions can trigger significant shifts in perceived interest, revealing the quantifiable nature of nonverbal communication. Adding to these insights, statistical models have provided a robust framework for predicting relationship success. Studies incorporating variables such as mutual respect, intellectual compatibility, and emotional intelligence demonstrate that attraction is best understood as a multi-dimensional construct. I reference comprehensive datasets and meta-analyses, highlighting findings where correlation coefficients and regression analyses confirm that while external behaviors influence initial perceptions, it is the intrinsic quality of oneself that ultimately sustains long-term interest. In a relaxed but precise tone, I emphasize that advanced pursuit is as much about measurable personal growth as it is about the predictable outcomes of well-calibrated social interactions. Further, contemporary behavioral theories propose that the psychology of pursuit involves both reactive and proactive components. It is not enough to simply exhibit attractive behaviors. One must also foster an internal environment ripe for positive change. I discuss how self-perception, bolstered by empirical evidence, can act as a catalyst influencing external outcomes. For instance, the activation of brain regions associated with reward and pleasure, often quantified through functional MRI studies, provides a fascinating glimpse into how internal states manifest as external magnetism. These intricate processes are complemented by the measured effects of social validation and feedback loops observed in peer group interactions. Delving into nuances such as the role of personal agency, I reveal that attraction is optimized when one oscillates between assertiveness and vulnerability. This delicate balance, supported by both qualitative narratives and quantitative data, underscores the dynamic nature of modern pursuit. As I analyze the multifaceted mechanisms at play, the narrative invites viewers to appreciate that the science of charisma involves not only a series of calculated moves, but also a deep commitment to self-awareness and continuous improvement. Every factor discussed, from hormonal fluctuations to the precise measurement of neural responses, enriches our understanding of the subtle art of attraction, offering a quantifiable perspective on what many consider an inexplicable phenomenon. This comprehensive integration of data-driven insights and theoretical frameworks ultimately equips us with a mastery over the variables of modern pursuit, redefining what it means to attract in a measurable world. Transitioning from theory to practice, I now present a detailed array of strategies engineered to foster genuine interest. Precise techniques emerge from an in-depth understanding of human behavior, where every tactical move is supported by research and statistical evidence. At the core of these methods is the cultivation of an authentic presence that naturally invites intrigue and reciprocal attention. By engaging in methodical self-assessment and applying behavioral models, one can enhance nonverbal cues and conversational flow in subtle yet measurable ways. Central to this strategy is mastering the art of body language. Extensive studies have underscored that posture, facial expressions, and gestures are powerful communicators of confidence. By adopting an open stance and maintaining eye contact, you transmit reliability and approachability. Scientific measurements, such as electromyography and eye-tracking analytics, have verified that these signals correlate positively with perceived attractiveness. Observing and adjusting your nonverbal behaviors accordingly forms the bedrock of a kinetic strategy that naturally leads others to become curious and pursue further interaction. Simultaneously, the refinement of conversational skills holds critical importance. Advanced communication theories assert that the rhythm of conversation and the strategic use of pauses can effectively create anticipation and interest. Detailed analysis of speech patterns reveals that tempo variations, intonation, and the judicious use of silence act as catalysts for deeper engagement. By embedding quantitative and qualitative feedback into your interactions, you can fine-tune your dialogue to resonate emotionally and intellectually with potential partners. This nuanced approach not only elevates the attractiveness of your outward communication, but also enhances your credibility as an engaged and thoughtful interlocutor. In addition, setting well-defined personal boundaries has been shown to stimulate reciprocal investment. Ongoing data evaluations in social studies indicate that individuals who establish clear but respectful limits are statistically more likely to be pursued by those seeking partners with genuine self-respect. This approach manifests through subtle cues that signal high self-worth, while simultaneously leaving space for mutual discovery. Incorporating elements of mystery and gradual disclosure allows the natural development of interest while leaving room for inquiry and validation. Another significant element in this repertoire is the strategic use of humor and genuine compliments. Empirical research supports that humor activates neural pathways associated with pleasure and reward, thereby heightening emotional connections. When deployed correctly, a light-hearted comment or an authentic compliment can act as a bridge between initial curiosity and sustained attraction. The interplay between humor and warmth is quantifiable, as studies using psychophysiological monitoring have recorded increases in positive affect during humorous exchanges. This scientific validation reinforces the efficacy of being both intelligent and spontaneous in your social approaches. Furthermore, a disciplined approach to self-improvement complements these external strategies robustly. Continuous refinement of interpersonal skills through iterative feedback and self-monitoring not only improves measurable social performance, but also enhances overall attractiveness over time. I integrate analyses from longitudinal studies to demonstrate that sustained personal growth, a result of regular reflection and targeted behavior modification, directly contributes to higher rates of positive social engagement. Each strategy is interwoven with practical examples that bridge the gap between theory and real-world application, ensuring that the viewer is equipped with concrete tools for success. With these insights, the tactical repertoire becomes a strategic masterpiece, integrating data-backed methodologies with refined interpersonal charm to create lasting impressions and sustainable relationships. Ultimately, by implementing these scientifically proven approaches and meticulously adjusting each behavioral parameter, individuals not only attract attention, but also foster a deeper, more authentic connection that thrives on mutual respect and continual personal development. Each step in this journey paves the way for a transformative experience in the realm of personal attraction and social mastery. Shifting focus inward, I explore the critical role of mindset and self-improvement in attracting genuine interest. The journey beyond superficial tactics is rooted in the transformation of one's internal world, a process supported by both anecdotal evidence and advanced psychological research. Detailed studies in positive psychology and cognitive behavioral science illustrate that increased self-confidence and emotional resilience serve as catalysts for external success. The process begins with self-assessment, where one evaluates personal strengths, acknowledges areas for growth, and commits to intentional change. Data-driven feedback mechanisms, such as self-monitoring applications and regular performance reviews, offer measurable benchmarks, enabling individuals to track their evolution over time. This commitment to self-improvement, as evidenced by longitudinal studies, not only boosts self-esteem, but also cultivates a magnetic aura that naturally draws others closer. I integrate insights from neuroplasticity research, which demonstrate that the brain's adaptive capacity allows for profound personal change through consistent effort and deliberate practice. By rewiring neural pathways, individuals can overcome ingrained habits and pessimistic thought patterns, fostering a mindset that is both growth-oriented and resilient. This scientific perspective underscores that the journey towards self-improvement is not an abstract ideal, but a quantifiable process that yields tangible results in social interactions. Furthermore, the narrative emphasizes the value of emotional intelligence, a quality that enhances interpersonal relationships by enabling a deeper understanding of both one's own emotions and those of others. Studies using advanced psychometric tools have quantified the correlation between high emotional intelligence and successful social engagement, reinforcing the idea that self-awareness and empathy are foundational to authentic attraction. In this context, self-improvement is not merely about personal aesthetics or surface-level modifications, but about cultivating an inner world rich with purpose, clarity, and passion. Every incremental advancement in self-understanding contributes to a dynamic interplay between inner strength and outward presentation. The process, though gradual and often challenging, is marked by significant milestones that are celebrated as much as they are scientifically validated. As the narrative unfolds, I encourage a disciplined regimen of reading, reflective practices, and the pursuit of constructive feedback. This holistic approach integrates both mind and body, where practices such as mindfulness meditation, regular exercise, and nutritional balance enhance cognitive function and emotional well-being. Ultimately, the cultivation of the right mindset and continuous self-improvement creates a powerful synergy. It transforms the individual into someone who is not only attractive by conventional standards, but also capable of creating meaningful, lasting connections. By committing to daily practices of self-reflection, structured learning, and mindful living, One systematically builds an unshakable foundation that not only improves personal well-being, but also radiates an unmistakable allure to those in their social sphere. Throughout my journey, I have encountered numerous exemplary cases that illustrate the power of a well-honed approach to attraction. One compelling example involves an individual whose transformation was both remarkable and measurable. Initially, he struggled with self-doubt and ineffective communication, which hindered his interpersonal relationships. However, by rigorously applying advanced behavioral techniques and investing in sustained self-improvement, he experienced a significant turnaround. Detailed assessments showed that as his confidence grew, his social interactions became increasingly vibrant, leading to consistent reciprocation from those around him. Another inspiring case is that of a professional who seamlessly integrated data feedback mechanisms into her daily routine. Through systematic self-monitoring and reflective practices, she refined her nonverbal communication skills and enhanced her conversational finesse. As a result, statistical analyses of her social performance before and after this transformation revealed a substantial uptick in both the quality and frequency of meaningful engagements. Her success not only exemplified the scientific principles discussed earlier, but also reinforced the idea that measurable self-improvement can catalyze genuine interest from others. A third narrative involves a scenario where the deliberate balance of assertiveness and vulnerability catalyzed a profound shift in social dynamics. Quantitative surveys conducted over several months documented a noticeable increase in positive social feedback as he learned to navigate the delicate interplay between confidence and approachability. These success stories, each grounded in empirical evidence and characterized by a clear trajectory of personal growth, serve as living testaments to the efficacy of a structured, analytical approach to attraction. They offer deep technical insights and inspire those who are already well-versed in the field to further refine their methods, ultimately fostering an environment where genuine interest evolves into lasting, meaningful connections. These narratives, backed by rigorous data and reflective of true personal evolution, validate the strategic approaches discussed, reinforcing modern attraction theory. In conclusion, every aspect of this analysis reinforces the fundamental truth that modern attraction is attainable through a blend of scientific strategies and incremental self-improvement. I have dissected complex behavioral dynamics and offered a comprehensive toolkit that is both data-driven and empirically validated. By harmonizing precise nonverbal cues with refined conversational techniques and integrating self-assessment with continuous personal development, the road to genuine interest becomes clearly defined and realistically achievable. The journey outlined in this narrative is not a mere sequence of transient actions, but a cohesive, evolving process that marries quantitative research with qualitative insights. Detailed exploration of neural activation patterns, statistical modeling of interpersonal feedback, and rigorous self-improvement methodologies collectively forge a compelling approach to interpersonal success. Every analytical method and real-world example presented underscores that attraction does not exist in isolation. It flourishes when internal resilience and outward expression are flawlessly synchronized. Reflecting on the success stories and scholarly evidence shared, it is evident that the advanced techniques discussed are grounded in both theory and practice. They provide actionable pathways for those who are ready to transform their social dynamics into arenas of continuous growth and mutual empowerment. This synthesis of technical insights and experiential wisdom offers a unique opportunity to reimagine personal relationships as thriving ecosystems of trust and innovation. Looking ahead, the road is open for individuals to experiment with these strategies and tailor them to their unique life circumstances. By embracing both the art and science of attraction, one can spark reciprocal interest and foster relationships that are as intellectually satisfying as they are emotionally rewarding. The future of personal connection belongs to those who commit to evolving, learning, and consistently applying these advanced principles in every aspect of life. Thus, the path forward is illuminated by a fusion of analytic rigor and growth.